Hey guys, what's going on? I'm actually here in Sydney at the moment. It's getting close to Christmas. It's around like I think the 18th, 19th where I'm filming this. And yeah, I had a trip to Sydney. I'm going with my partner. Well, I'm here now and we're just visiting some of her family. But I was on my laptop, I'm doing a bit of work and just reflecting on 2024, reflecting on the year. I went back and watched some of my old videos on YouTube from like 6, 7 years ago, and that really allowed me to reflect on a lot of what's happened this year, and especially last year in 2023, because last year was probably one of the hardest years for me in terms of sort of mental, sort of mentality. I'm going through a lot of stress, rough patch with the business, right, with some of my businesses, and really how I got out of that and how I actually flipped the situation around and went from having one of the worst years of my life in 2023 to really in 2024 having one of the best years, sort of financially, career wise, just really changing myself, who I am, and realizing a lot of things. And I want to relay some of that to you because I've been in online business for, well, since 2017 around now, and I've had my own businesses. Started really one of my most successful online businesses back in 2018, and I've had a lot of rough patches with that. And that was the education business, right? Helping Aussies to start their own ecom businesses, or more specifically, Amazon FBA businesses. I started that back in 2018. Back then, in the first name for it was Amazon FBA Excel. No, sorry, it wasn't Amazon FBA Accelerator. It was Amazon Seller Excellence. Okay, Amazon FBA Accelerator is what it's called now. That was the first name. Was I think it was uh, Amazon, no, Aussie Amazon Excellence, or it was something like that. Anyway, look, I started back then. It's gone through a lot of ups and downs. I've had a lot of different lessons learned in business and really just becoming a business owner. And I want to relay one of the most important things to you and what you can do coming into 2025. All right, and that is you really need to invest into yourself as much as possible. And what I mean by that is you need to invest in your own learning, okay, in your own growth as a business owner. If you are someone who's really looking to become a successful business owner, whatever business it is, you need to be able to put your ego to the side, understand that you are not the best at everything. You have your strengths and you really have your weaknesses, and you need to invest, get someone to help where your weaknesses are. So let's talk about that in regards to 2023, because 2023 is probably one of the hardest years I had. I was moving, so I'd moved places. I was basically, not only did I move where I was living, and the moving part isn't the stressful part. It was just that in that period of when I was moving, I basically had very little savings. Business wasn't going well. I didn't really know what was going to happen for the next couple of months, so I wasn't, I didn't have a steady flow of income, and what I needed to do was figure out how to get out of that. So not only was I stressed to the point where I was checking my balances, checking my, what was in my bank account when I was going to the grocery store and whatnot, because I was worried about spending too much there. And I had my bills paid, but then it was sort of like extra stuff. I wasn't sure. Like, I was putting things on credit cards, and I was really stressed about income. And I was figuring out ways on, how I can produce this income, because business was really, really low, and it was from my own doing, because I hadn't learned the lessons that I needed to really grow, to get out of that slump. So in 2023, I decided, after going through such a rough patch, at the end of 2023, I decided, look, 2024, I am going to learn what I need to get myself out of this slump. And I didn't have a good consistency in business. I didn't know how to bring in regular customers into my business in terms of advertising. So I was relying on a lot of things organically for the education business, and I didn't know how to really run ads properly. I didn't really know how to bring in consistent income and make business consistent. So what I did was I started learning from people, and I was paying people to teach me how to do these, or how to learn these skills that I didn't know how to do. The first thing I did was spent around about $10,000, $12,000 just for a month worth of And this is money I didn't have, by the way. I was taking out loans for this, and really getting some friends and family, or mostly family, to help me out with payment for this. Right, I had to pay them back, and I was getting someone. I paid someone $10,000 to $12,000 how to help with drop shipping. With how to do a dropshipping store, but more so how to run Facebook ads and how to scale Facebook ads. So I did that. I learned a lot about Facebook ads. I didn't necessarily make the money directly back dropshipping, but I learned the ins and outs of Facebook. That was my first lesson. I learned how to advertise on the platform properly. Then I ended up spending more on a coach on how to really improve my own coaching offer. Then around the first quarter to the middle of 2024, I spent more money. So at this point, I spent like 15,000 or so just on education, right? And it was money that I didn't have. But one of my last mentors that I had in 2024 basically taught me how to run a proper funnel, how to run proper advertisements, how to get a good system going for lead flow. Now, at that point, I was like, I'd spent that amount of money that I didn't have, but I'd learned all these skills, and I was willing to just go into the ground, and just be in the red as much as possible, spend money I didn't have to learn the skills that I needed to. I had to go through that rough patch. So from the middle of 2024 onwards, I began to see growth in myself and my business that I hadn't seen before. And it was also consistent. So that was the biggest part, was that I'd learned skills that I didn't know from people who were doing a lot better than me. Okay. And I was willing to go into the red for that. I was willing to go through stress for that. And I learned a lot of skills. So I learned how to advertise. I learned how to have these, grow these parts of my business that I didn't know myself, and learn it from people and just pay them. And, basically to learn these skills that I didn't have, right? And that was probably one of the biggest turning points for me, because from the first quarter, or say closer to the middle of 2024 until now, into 2024, I had seen more than it was. I've been checking the stats a couple of days ago. It was more than a 200% increase in my business, right, in like the last 6 months. And that is a testament to me putting my ego to the side and me going ahead and risking things that I knew were scary to risk, like money I didn't have, risking whether, it was going to work or not. But I did my due diligence and learned from people who I knew I could trust, learned from people who I knew had done what I needed to learn how to do, invested money with them, and really just went all in, right? Went all in on myself, my business. So my hand's getting a little sore here. I've got I don't even have a stand. I've just got my phone rested on my knee. But that's what I had to do as a business owner. And that was a huge learning point for me. Now, what have I done since then? I've reinvested the money that I've made, a lot of it, into not just growth of the business, so not just into advertising and different parts of the business to help it grow. Gotten people on board to help alleviate my time with these businesses and help them grow. So not only have I become more of a business owner, so I'm going to rest this here. Not only have I become more of a business owner, but I've developed more as a person as well, right? So not only have I reinvested in the business, I've reinvested more into my learning as well, which is a huge thing. Because what some people do is they make a bit of money, but then they're scared to invest it because they think it's going to go away. And what I've learned coming into 2025 is I need to keep investing and keep leveling up my skills and my knowledge as a business owner. That is the fastest way to success, in my opinion. So what are the lessons I've learned out of this? And coming into 2025, how am I going to develop these even further and become an even better business owner and really excel in 2025? What are my plans for that? Well, one is I'm going to keep reinvesting and into my learning, into my knowledge, right? And learning from people who are doing better than me, and really be able to leverage that, right? And how do you do that? You find people that you know, that you trust, that you like, that you want to be like, that you want to learn from, and you pay them. You just pay them to learn the skills that you want to learn. For me, it was advertising, building funnels, building a proper business, right? And learning that, like learning those skills. I needed to become a better business owner in my respective field, which my respective field is like marketing, high ticket stuff, coaching, consulting, that area. I really want to develop my skills as that kind of business owner, that kind of business person. So I'm learning from people who are doing better than me, and I pay them. Now, the lesson learned here is that don't be scared to invest into yourself, even if it's a scary amount. And what I would suggest is to invest an amount where it's kind of like you're scared to invest, right? It's like maybe it's like $5,000, $10,000 that you're looking to invest into learning or in some form of education or just developing your skills, and it's a scary amount. That's when you need to go all in, right? If it's an amount that's like $50, $100, and it's like you don't really mind if you lose that money, maybe it's not worth it. Okay. Every time I've invested in, at end of 2023 and in 2024, it's been an amount of money where I'm like, look, this is kind of a little bit of a blow, right? It's going to be a bit of a blow if I just don't make this money back. But I just went all in, ended up making 10 times more back than what I'd spent because I was willing to risk it. So my word of advice for you in 2025, if you are really looking to get out of your situation, like I can guarantee you, if I was not willing to risk anything, if I stayed sort of hidden and didn't want to risk money, didn't want to risk time, didn't want to, I was too scared to really risk anything, I'd be in the same place. Stressed, overwhelmed. Honestly, probably would have gotten to the point where I would have sort of, second guessed myself as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and would have thought of just, doing the regular old 9 to 5 thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you've been a business owner for so long, it can be a very degrading feeling if you just think to yourself, well, maybe I'll just go back to a 9 to 5, But even then, I was just thinking, if I was to just get some work, I just save up enough so I can get back into it, right? But even just thinking that's a very degrading thing if you've been working for yourself for the last 6 to 8 years and you don't want to go back to that life, right? Because you don't want to forfeit that. I would have literally done anything, apart from get a normal 9 to 5. But I had to really risk things, right? So really the lesson learned is that you've got to get to a level of risk where it's kind of scary, right? And that's how you're going to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You need to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, if you're watching this and you've just been looking to do something, start a business or just learn from someone or just change your life, start something that's scary, and you've just been looking at it for like a year or two now, or even longer, you're too comfortable. That's the main thing, you're too comfortable. I had to get out of my comfort zone multiple times, right? And any time I've seen big growth in my life, what I had to do just before that was get out of my comfort zone. And I mean truly get out of my comfort zone, like get to the feeling where you are so uncertain, right? But at the same time, it's like, what else is there? Okay, that's just where I've gotten myself, and that's sort of how I've got myself out of my comfort zone and how I've grown so much. Like my business has grown like it was something like 230% in the last 6 months, just because prior to that I got out of my comfort zone. And I was like, I don't even care if I lose this money. I don't even care if I just risk as much as possible, and I'm not even thinking about whether I get this money back or whether I grow out of this or whatever. I just know deep in myself that I have to do this. I need to risk. I need to take on risk. Okay? Get out of my comfort zone. That's the only way you're going to grow. The funny thing is, though, is that when you truly believe in what you want to do and you are willing to risk everything, right, growth happens. Okay? The universe finds a way to work itself out. Okay? So that's the only thing that's probably the main lesson I want you to take out of this video, is that coming into 2025, if you want to really start a business that's going to get you any 9 to 5, if you are in that position where you are just dreading your job, or you're just dreading, getting up for work and trying to live for the weekends, and every week, every day just seems like the same cycle, you got to break that cycle. And the only way to break that cycle is to get out of your comfort zone. Okay? If you have approached someone or someone you want to learn from, or you're just looking at different ways to get out of your situation, and then you think to yourself, well, you've gotten to that end point and it's like, oh, well, I've got to invest a few $1,000s, or, I've got to, this is, it's going to be hard. Of course it's going to be hard. Or maybe you think to yourself, it's a big amount to invest. I don't know if I can. It's going to be risky. Of course it's going to be risky. You are putting yourself in a riskier situation, or you are risking, right, getting yourself out of your comfort zone for the payoff of getting the life that you want, right? I want a life where I am able to travel, right? I've come to Sydney, right? I'm winding down for the weekend. I've come to Sydney. right? I am just chilling out. I'm doing work here. I don't have a boss that I need to please. I don't have someone that I need to answer. I have the business here, right? Of course, I've got a lot of responsibility, but that's just the way that it is. I've got this life, right? And to me, that there's like, I'm nowhere near where I want to be, and I'm not bragging, right? I'm nowhere near where I want to be, not at the income level that I want. I'm not at, there's so much more that I want to achieve. Just put it that way, right? But if I think back to Jack from 6 to 8 years ago, okay, this is what I would want for myself. And the only way I've gotten there is to go through things the hard way, risk what I need to risk, right? And just invest in yourself. Just go all in, right? Because if I didn't, I wouldn't have this life. I'd still be working a retail job. I'd be working for people that I know don't respect me. And I know even worse than that, deep down, I know I wouldn't have achieved what I know I could achieve, right? And in 2025, I know I can achieve a lot more. And that's why I'm going, all in on this. Right? That's why you've seen changes to my channel. That's why you've seen change to the way that I do things. And again, I go all in. I reinvent myself. I put my ego to the side. I learn from people who are better than me, right? I invest money that's scary to invest, okay? But the payoff is I have a life that I know I can achieve, right? And also, at the end of my life, I'm going to have no regrets. I would rather have no regrets, right? Living life the way that I want to, right? I'm out in Sydney here, and I can just film this video. I don't have to answer to a boss. I can get out, go and order coffee. I can go and grab some lunch or dinner or whatever. I can go out with my partner and we can enjoy ourselves, right? And the only reason I've gotten here so far, even though I'm nowhere near where I want to be, is because I'm willing to take those risks and reinvest in myself. And 2025, that is a big goal of mine as well. So if you want to really make 2025 a year where it's different, it's finally different, right? Things have been different since 2019, 2020. The landscape's changed. Things have been different. People feel different, right? But it's been a lot harder for people to get out of their comfort zones, okay? Especially since 2020. But I feel like that's starting to change again. It's going back to how it was, before 2020, back in like 2018, 2019, where things felt a little bit different. It feels like it's going in that direction again. But you need to change it in yourself. Take risk and don't be scared of failure, okay? Because on the other side of that is growth. Before you have growth, it's sort of like that saying that's like I think it's something like the night is darkest before dawn, right? And what that means is that you're going to go through pretty much one of the roughest patches possible before you enter that growth stage. And that's what happened to me, okay? I was at such a low point and I thought, well, I'm here now. The only way is up. The only way from here is up, right? That was in 2023. So you just got to go all in, right? Just risk it. And that's all I'm going to say for this video. Make 2025 actually different. Don't just say, oh, I'll try this, I'll dabble a bit here and there. No, choose something, choose one direction. I said One Direction. I don't know why I said One Direction and then thought of the band One Direction. I don't know why. But just choose that one direction. Go hard at it. Set a clear goal. Move forward. And just go, whatever happens, just keep going, keep pushing towards that goal. That's what I'm doing this year. I've got a few clear goals in 2025. Got a few clear goals that I really want to hit. And nothing's going to stop me from doing it. Okay, it doesn't matter what happens. I'm going to go through low periods, go through high periods. I don't care. It's what I want for my life. That's how you should view your life as well. Make a goal, and the only way to hit it is to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, but hope you guys have a wonderful 2024. Right, wonderful Christmas and New Year's, and I'll see you guys in 2025. And look, we're all going to make it. Okay, as long as you're willing to put in the work to do that. So have a good one. I'll see you guys very soon.